Okay guys, the first one, deflection, deflecting this piece so we can promote. Okay, let's go back. The next one is this. This one is also, is it this? If we go here, it takes, we go here, and he doesn't have time to see. And if he takes the pawn, of course, then he can take this pawn, we can take this pawn, and then it's a draw. We're gonna take this pawn, and the knight is gonna take until this last pawn. Okay, these are some simple ones. Okay, let's go to this one. This one is good. Take here, and then take this guy, and then promote. So basically you have to see that if you take this guy and push this guy, then if rook takes the rook, after you take the rook with the queen, then the rook cannot take this. So you have first to deflect the king, take this, and then take the rook. So if you take the rook immediately, then he can capture with the bishop. Stay on this problem a little bit to understand it completely. Now we're gonna move on to the next one, and this one is also one that it's kind of good to know. And this move, can you believe it? So basically also you have to see this pattern. If this pattern, basically you have to have in your head, if you have knight, so here you see if you take this guy, then it's a check, and you need his queen to be somewhere also, like this square, so you can capture it after this check, or here or here. So maybe you can get the idea to take and to attack it like this. And also you have to know that the queen cannot move, because you're gonna capture the rook, and if he goes with the knight here, you capture that knight, and the same thing, you get the queen. Also sit on this a little bit, think about it, try to imagine this in your head so you can kind of remember this pattern. Always try to see these kind of things when you have a knight and you fork many pieces. Okay. This one is, I think this, and give a check. And if he goes back, then what? I remember this one, but yeah, yes, you give a check, and if he goes back, you give a check here. Again, trying to imagine where this knight can jump, and you see that if you get to this square, then you're gonna attack queen and the rook, and the queen and the king. So you get the idea if you give a check, and also you have to see that if he takes here, you're gonna take this one. Give a check, and if he goes there, you give another check, and then take the queen. Okay, let's move on. This one, you see if you take this, you're gonna take the queen. So that's why you want to distract the rook and you play this crazy move. If he takes, you take the bishop and the queen, and he took only the queen. And these are some variation to what could happen. We're not gonna go into that. You can go over it yourself. Here also you see if he takes here, you're gonna take and give a checkmate. So you try to force him to take something and you play this move. Now he has to take either here or here because this piece is attacked twice and he cannot defend this piece. So if he takes here, you take here, and if he takes here, you take here. Beautiful. Okay, let's see this one. So this one is also nice. You see if you can get a queen here, you're gonna give a checkmate here. But who is preventing you? This queen. But also this queen is protecting the back rank. So you can play this move because if he takes, you give a check and it is game over. Okay, next one. And this one is famous one. You take this pawn. And believe it or not, he cannot take with this pawn because you're gonna take the rook. He cannot take with the rook, you're gonna give a checkmate, and he cannot take with the queen because you're gonna give checkmate again. Pretty easy and pretty hard at the same time. It's a paradox. Okay, this is nice because I'm not sure if it does make a difference if you give a check here. Maybe it does. If you go here, then he can block, and then you don't have to. You don't have nothing, I think. But if you go here and he blocks, you have a checkmate here. So that's why it's important to give a check here and to know this pattern again. You're distracting the rook. So this was played by Fischer, great Fischer. I just like this problem a lot because I don't know, it's not really obvious on the first look, but it's a nice pattern to know. Check and then this triangle. Okay, let's move on. Let's do a few more. This one is kind of easy. This move is awesome. Okay, you pause the video to look that for yourself. This was kind of complex for me when I was solving it first time, but you have to see a few moves in the future, I guess. Okay, this first move, I guess it's obvious. If you want to do something on a back rank, he takes, and now you cannot give a check. You can give a check, but he's just going to block. So you do this, and then you give a check, and then you distract the queen. It's nice. If you give a check and he goes here, and then you try to distract the queen, you cannot distract the queen because he's gonna give a check. So that's why you play this move. Also, really nice one. Okay. Let's see this one. This one is check. Then distracting the queen, giving a check, taking this, checkmate. This one is fairly easy. Okay, let's see this one. And this one was what? Oh yeah, this one. Okay. Is this one? Attacking both this and this. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's go for 2 more. Yeah, that's it. First, when I was solving it, I thought it was this, but he takes, and then if you take, he blocks here. And here, if he takes, he cannot block. It's a checkmate. Okay, and the last one. What was this? It takes, and then what? No, you have to distract the queen. You play a move like this, maybe. I'm not sure if there is a difference between these two moves. Probably there is not. And then you distract the queen here too, and then no, you give a check and then take the pawn. Yes. That would be it. Thanks for watching. See you.